Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. And just as the snow is back here in my neighborhood, although it's kind of melting a little bit now, kind of raining a little bit. Spurs offense, goal scoring back today. 4-1 victory over Newcastle. Really excellent game from Sonny and also from Richarlison. 2 goals for him. Sonny had 2 assists and a penalty. Very, very good game after a rough previous 5, really. Yes, super encouraging. Sarr was back today in the starting lineup. Richie was up top. Sonny did quite well out on that left wing. Brendan Johnson had some moments on the right wing. And Kulusevski was playing that, offensive 8/10 spot that he's been doing so well, and he was very good as well. Apparently, he also had picked up a broken nose at the end of the last game, so he was wearing the Zorro mask today. Didn't really seem to hamper him. He played quite well. Very, very encouraging game. Newcastle, their energy levels seemed a little bit down. They seemed a little depleted, other than Anthony Gordon, who I thought was great today. Tons of energy. I can see why we would have wanted to get him, when Everton had him potentially on the market, and why they, weren't eager to give him to anyone for a cut rate. The overall, defensively, I was pretty happy, and in fact, we had a clean sheet up until about 5 minutes to go in the game. My main complaint overall really was both at the end of the second half, or into the first half, and late in the second half. We started to do some silly mistakes and just let off the gas a little bit more. And I think in the future, when we get enough personnel that we can rotate and get everyone healthy, maybe that'll be less likely to happen. But that was a bit concerning to me, definitely. Anything else of note that I wanted to talk about in the game itself? It was just good for Richie to get 2 good chances and convert them. Just solid in both cases. And Pedro Porro, excellent assist, really, I think on 1 too. As far as the penalty goes too, Sonny, excellent shot. The keeper actually guessed right, but the shot was just so good he couldn't get to it in time. And it's weird not having Harry Kane to take those, but good that we actually got a penalty finally after so many games. I mean, there were some people speculating that we would never get a penalty again. I don't know. I never doubted that the chances would come, but interesting how things shaped up. As far as the let's see. Oh, and actually, Destiny too. Udagi much better today. Solid opening goal. Really, really pleased to have him playing well. Sarr, I thought had some shaky early moments, and then played more like himself after 10 to 15 minutes, and no complaints about his performance overall. I also have to laud our Richie and Sonny in particular. They did a good job of tracking back and at least a couple times dispossessed Newcastle, from behind. And anyway, that was very pleasing. Romero, disappointed in that late yellow card as well. And that was kind of in that period where we were starting to kind of lose a grip on things late in the game, it felt like. course, the pundits were immediately like, "I think that's a red card." Anyway, and that's purely reputational, and it was like, no, a yellow card was appropriate, and it was disappointing that he did that in that situation. But yeah, no way to me was that a red card. Yeah, beyond that, rest of the league today. Actually, apparently City had to come from behind. They got the 2-1 win at Luton, but apparently they trailed. Luton got that opening goal. And let's see. Otherwise, Everton got Chelsea 2-0. Fulham with a 5-0 win over West Ham. Like, thanks for showing up for our game, West Ham, and not theirs. And then, and that was the main thing. So at this point, nothing changes with the very top of the table. It's still Liverpool with 37 points, Arsenal with 36, Villa's, at 35, and then it's City at 33. We're at 30 now, and then Man United at 27 in 6th. So. Yeah, and then Newcastle and Brighton rounding things out at 27 or 26 points. Newcastle's ahead on goal differential. Yeah, and so let's see. And Newcastle, I think, has a tough game coming up too next. Also, Trippier picked up his 5th yellow and will be out the next game. So yeah, they're in a rough patch right now. Generally speaking, I enjoy the games they play in the Premier League, and they're a team that I like to see do well, other than us probably. But yeah, and actually the other thing is too, for Champions League scenarios, it's actually in our interest for all the England teams to advance, just so that we have that potential 5th spot for the Champions League. I think United is completely hosed as far as Champions League goes, but Newcastle, not sure. They are completely unable to advance or not after their good start. Remains to be seen. But anyway, really good game for Spurs. Happy to see us finally bounce back and, find a way. And looking forward to, having a good week of no more injuries and maybe people getting healthier. But that's about it. I'm going to get back into the warmth and have some lunch. As always, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And remember, we never stop.